Today I'm going to talk about my diet. My diet is connected to my spiritual ascension journey. Make no mistakes about it, the two are connected, my spiritual ascension journey and my diet. Because what you eat affects how you think. Your mental health is affected by the food you eat, not by the pills you take, antidepressant pills, and not by the people who are nice to you or not nice to you, and not by anything else but what you eat. It's unbelievable the effects that food has upon a person, that food has on a person. Now, of course, there's a lot of research in this field, and the scientists and doctors will disagree with this, and they'll say it's not down to what you eat, it's down to your environment, it's down to whether you have friends or whatever, or you're taking antidepressants or not. I'm not here to get into anybody else's dialogue. I'm not here to debate or argue with any doctors, scientists on this issue. I'm here to voice my opinion after doing the research I've done in this particular field. And the research I've done and the things I've done in my diet, the changes I've made in my diet, as a result of those changes, as a result of the research I've done, and as a result of intermittent fasting and fasting up until 4 days now, I've done the water fast for 4 days. I did that a couple of weeks ago, and I'm about to start my 4-day dry fasting, which I'm really, really excited about. I've noticed and I've learned amazing lessons as a result of doing these amazing things. Fasting, intermittent fasting, changing my diet, sticking more to a plant-based diet, and I have gone back when it comes to eggs because I felt that eggs are not really affected by the negative energy which comes from what animals are affected by. So I wasn't so concerned about eggs because animals don't suffer. That negative energy is not passed on to people, so I'm not afraid of eating eggs anymore. I'm not concerned about eating eggs anymore, and I'm eating eggs, and I also need it in order to improve my irons. But when it comes to fasting, intermittent fasting, fasting in general, I've begun to notice that I quite literally don't need food for more than 1 hour a day. My brain has been telling me lately, Jessica, it's 1 hour a day I need the food, and that's it. For the rest of the day, you're good to go. You could keep yourself away from food for the rest of the day. I've not been actually applying that because, I don't know, I wasn't sure about myself. Is that a good idea? Is that the right thing to do? What's going to happen if you don't eat for an hour a day? What's going to happen to you? So I've kind of been uncertain about it, but I've pretty much made up my mind after doing a lot more research since then. I've pretty much made up my mind that from now on, it's going to most likely be that I stick to a 1 hour window that I eat every day. I can't promise you I'm going to do this. It's still something which I'm getting my head around. But I have noticed that my brain says it is only a very short period of the day when I need food. And that's it. I'm good to go otherwise. I'm not hungry for the rest of the day. And I'm not feeling food cravings for the rest of the day. It's unbelievable. Now I want to point out something very, very important so you get to understand something here. I love my food. I could go to a restaurant and have a feast. Make no mistakes about it. Don't get them any kind of misconception over here. I love my food, and I still have food cravings. But for most of the day, after I finish a feast, I don't need food afterwards. I don't need the food. I don't need to indulge in food. And has given me a certain kind of freedom. When you don't have to indulge in food, you can walk into a cafe, because you go with a friend, for instance, or you can walk into a cafeteria if you're at work, and you could just do what you got to do, and everyone else can be busy indulging in their food, and you don't have to be part of it. It has nothing to do with me anymore. I don't need to eat like everybody else. I'm perfectly fine. In the last 6 months, I've lost almost 40 pounds. I'm excited about it. You know, I'm almost age 50. Okay, not almost. I'm more like on the other side of 40. my low 40s, and I've noticed that most people don't lose so much weight when they hit the 40s. But I have been able to lose weight because of my amazing diet and because of the amazing things I've been doing lately. Now, I'm about, I think I'm going to tell you this. I'm about to start a 4-day dry fast. I'm going to be on the outlook because it's a 4-day dry fast. It's not a water fast this time. It's a 4-day dry fast. Firstly, I'm going to be taking showers every single day because I take a shower every single day. I don't care if water by mistake goes in my mouth. I don't care. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm amongst people, so I'm going to brush my teeth. Yes, there is a kind of dry fast which wouldn't include brushing your teeth. Literally, it would include staying away from water entirely. And the point is to get rid of toxins in the body, to detoxify. It's a whole there's a whole scientific research behind that. That's not something I'm going to be doing on this fast. On this particular fast, it's going to be a dry fast, but it's not going to be what's called a hard dry fast. So there is a dry fast and a hard dry fast, and they're not the same. The hard dry fast means you literally stay away from water entirely, in its entirety. The guy in Israel did it, and it was filmed, and it's quite unbelievable what he had managed to achieve. He managed to quite literally do a fast for 8 days. He was filmed by a TV crew. They were blown away. They were shocked and blown away how the guy did it. They were so sure he's going to die, blah, blah, blah. But he literally stayed away from any food whatsoever, any drink, any toothpaste, any water from the sink, any water whatsoever he stayed away from. And that's how he did what he did. He was able to, that's part of the method that he does. I'm not doing that. I'm just sticking to a dry fast, but not a hot dry fast. Next 4 days. There are people who don't understand it. There are people who don't agree with it. There are people who get very upset and frustrated about it. I've been doing my research, and there's actually a hospital in Russia. We're in 10,000 people over the last 20, 30 years have been doing this kind of fasting, and they've done it for like 20 days. And they did it in order to attain a certain kind of healing, and they've managed to improve their mental health. They've managed to improve their, some people struggling with cancer, help them to clear up their cancer. People who are on chemotherapy, they've managed to clear up the chemotherapy by doing this different means of dry fasting. It really, really worked for them, and you see the results. You could quite literally see the results on this particular research that was done. And there's a lot more research that was done on this particular issue in Germany as well. I've been doing a lot of research lately on these on this issue in particular and on fasting in general. Now, I have noticed that, like I said, there are people who really, really get upset about it. I had somebody tell me a couple of weeks ago or months ago, he said to me, that's suicidal. Fasting is suicidal. And I tried to explain to him that I didn't just jump into fasting. I did it very, very slowly. And I first changed my diet, and then I went on to doing a little bit of water fasting, and then I did a dry fasting. I've been doing it very slowly. Nonetheless, this person was like, oh my gosh, that is so dangerous, you can't do that. That's like suicide. And I also once believed in the concept that you can't go for more than 3 days without food and water. You're going to die if you go for more than 3 days without food and water. Thing is that you won't die. I've done just water for 4 days, and I'm here to tell the tale. It has improved my skin, and I've had people telling me, no, it hasn't improved anything for you. You're just imagining it. Even the weight you think you lost, your scale's wrong. People are entitled to say that. They're entitled to get afraid over it, and as a result, just get frustrated and say, no, it doesn't work, it's impossible, and all the research out there is not good research, and you need a lot more research to be able to make a decision on a matter or whatever. People are entitled to do what they like. For me, I know it has improved my mental health, it has given me a certain level of clarity, it has given me a certain level of feeling worthy, feeling very, very strong from within, and has boosted within me a very strong resilience and a very strong ability to prove to myself my own willpower and my own ability to stand on my 2 feet, independence. People can't just throw me down the way they used to in the past. And it's because of what I've been doing. It's also because I've been putting out YouTube videos. I've been taking myself out of my comfort zone, putting out YouTube videos. Putting out YouTube videos helps me very, very much feel principled, feel strong, resilient. Every single day I gotta put out 2 YouTube videos, and I gotta put it up to standard. And some days I can prepare, and it takes me up to the 10th video when I'm comfortable enough to say, yeah, ready to shoot, ready to put that out there. And some of my videos, by the way, are not perfect. Because yes, I'm gonna put out videos which are imperfect, because that's actually also part of it. Get out of your comfort zone. Put out something which is imperfect. Take a bit of flack for it. Take a bit of, I don't know, a bit of negativity from others as a result. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. Do it. Don't be afraid. It's for your benefit. And it'll help you ascend and go up in that hot air balloon. I've been looking forward to this film that's coming out in December. It's called Airspace. It's spelled AEOR. It's a fascinating film and it's about a story that took place in the 1800s of a woman who flew the first hot air balloon. It's a fascinating film, and it correlates to my message today. It's about being strong, being resilient, and knowing yourself in the deepest place from within, not being deterred by any other person's mean of trying to undermine you or trying to make you feel unworthy and inferior. That's today's message. Did you enjoy this video today? Why don't you smash that like button? And if you haven't subscribed yet, press that subscribe button and the bell notification next to it so you can see these videos as soon as they come out every single day. Or every other day, whenever you want to see them. But if you press the subscribe button, you can see them very often. If you have any comments, any thoughts, drop them in the comment section down below. Any thoughts or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'm really grateful for the amazing commenters in the last few days and weeks who have been leaving very, very positive and supportive feedback, which really gives me an idea as to which videos are good, which ones aren't so good. Powerful, powerful, dynamic, high vibes, and high frequency. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I love you.